For this week's discussion post, I've chosen South Korean culture. South Korea is located in Eastern Asia and currently holds 51 million people and counting. The three most attractive tourist cities are Seoul, which is the capital, Busan, and Incheon. The governing force in South Korea is a democratic republic, which is similar to that in the United States. South Koreans use won that ranges from 10 won to 50,000 won in their capitalistic economic system. As a culture, South Korea is a collectivist culture, meaning that they are group-oriented rather than self-oriented. Additionally, South Korea is also a high-context culture that adheres to cultural social rules and social harmony. Similarly to other Asian cultures, South Korea practices a high uncertainty avoidance because the culture still uses many ancient traditions on a daily basis. Additionally, South Korea's social hierarchy is a high power distance because of the importance that they place on authority figures and elders. Although South Korea focuses on social harmony, South Korea is also a competitive culture because the country wants to remain independent from its northern counterpart, and it also uses a limited amount of gender roles. Ultimately, South Korea is very different from the US in almost every aspect except for their governing styles, which is a democratic republic like I mentioned earlier. If I were to visit South Korea, the biggest culture shock to me would be how physically close people are when either greeting someone or just walking in the street, because I, as an American, I'm not used to that. To avoid this situation, I could probably travel to crowded cities like New York or California or somewhere in the United States to build a tolerance to the South Korean cultural norm. South Koreans celebrate 2 New Year's Days and 2 Valentine's Days in addition to most other American holidays. The most important nonverbal cue in South Korean culture is bowing to show respect not only towards people, but also towards their country and other cultural significant places within the country. One of the most important things I learned from my research is how much Koreans value their history because of the many sacred places, and even the national martial art is dedicated to various Korean leaders and